All right. Good morning, everyone, and especially Danny over there in chat. Good to hear from you, even though we see you every day. But always good. Always good.
Hey, listen, this is a different environment.
Yeah.
This is another welcome.
Welcome to our technically our second, but last week was just the Community Shield. So welcome to our first
official
pour over episode of the full year. Oh, I thought my volume was off. Welcome. We have plenty to talk about. We have matches to predict. We have some predictions from last week to review. And let's hop right into it. First and foremost, how was everyone's week so far?
Good. It was very good. Yeah, we'll make it concise and quick today. No, I mean, it was an eventful soccer. Yesterday was very good for us.
Yeah.
We had a good few
We're
people,
not going to go into depth about the game, but
just
great crowd thanks to Nas here and the official start of the Hudson Valley Arsenal.
Yes.
Supporters Club here locally already joining with other supporters clubs to make a mega supporters club.
Yeah.
Make it a mega supporters bar.
Like the Transformer. They're coming together.
Voltron.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Can you tell?
You might lose some followers on that one.
Oh, that never heard you.
You know what? We'll keep the followers we want.
Nice. Nice. What about you, man? Family good?
Family's good. We had lots of stuff going on, but we're back and better than ever now, and I'm just super excited for the
new season,
more
baby.
Kickoffs and back at it. So yeah, let's hop right into it. If you are not wanting to get any spoiler updates, you might want to mute your headphones for a brief moment. But in the 88th minute, is that? Yeah, 88th minute, Hull City, newly promoted Hull City, is currently leading Man U 2-0, thanks to 2 first-half goals. So, wow. We'll talk probably in depth about this on Monday, but Hull City, who not only are they newly promoted, but they were the 6th place team in the championship. So they had the toughest route through the playoffs. They are the first 6th place team since 2010 to even get out of the championship and get promoted. And now, they're apparently going to take a pretty big scalp in week 1. So great for them.
And Man U playing Man U games.
Yeah, I mean, I was very high on them hiring Michael Carrick. And again, as Nas told us for what seemed like 3 months to start last season, it's early. Let's see what happens. You also obviously have, on the heels of a World Cup, Man United had several players out at the World Cup, so they're all kind of coming back to speed. They've brought in a ton of new players as well, so it's going to take time. You have Tielemans coming in. You have the guy from Brighton that they literally just signed, Baleba. So
it's a process.
There's going to be a lot of growing pains with that group. But let's get right over to some of our predictions. You know what? Let's review last week's prediction first. We did predict the Community Shield. It was not a great week for some of us. So the Community Shield, just as a quick refresher, was Arsenal, the reigning league champion, against Manchester City, the reigning FA Cup champion. You get 1 point for predicting the correct result, 2 points for predicting the correct scoreline, and another 2 points for predicting a goal scorer. So, possible of 5 points. I went with Man City winning 2-1 with an Erling Haaland goal. I got nothing. Diego, Arsenal 2-1 with Saka scoring for 1 point. Nas, Arsenal 2-1 with Kai Havertz scoring, good for 3 points. Erin had Man City winning 1-0 thanks to a Phil Foden goal. She went scoreless. And Stack, the rookie over there, Arsenal 1-0 with a Kai Havertz goal. Good for 3 points.
3 points.
So Nas and Stack are out of the gates early, and we'll see if they can keep up that pace. This weekend's games that we are going to predict is the Franz Beckenbauer Super Cup, so essentially the equivalent of the Community Shield, but for Germany. You have Bayern Munich, the league winners, against Borussia Dortmund. This match is in Dortmund at Westfalen Stadium, sponsorship-wise known as Signal Iduna Park. So let's bear with me. We do have some fun things here that we've been working on. So let's see if we can get this going. There we go. Look at that.
Hey, professional.
I did it.
We're growing, Dave.
All right,
We're growing.
so
you are.
For Borussia,
What a green he chose.
Well, that's the green from the crest.
That's the CDU green. So
Yeah,
remember,
CDU green.
Seattle Seahawks, freaking.
Portland Sounders, right? No,
Maybe I'll flip it to do mostly blue with the green background. We'll see.
Sounders.
We'll trial some things. Week one, I just want to get the info
Seattle
out
Sounders,
there.
what is
It's good, though. It's good. No,
All right, so Borussia Dortmund hosting Bayern Munich. I have picked Borussia Dortmund a 1-0 victory with a Guirassy goal, and we'll see. But I think I will be in the minority. Diego is up next.
I know I picked Bayern Munich to win, and I know I picked Lucho for the goal.
A 3-1 victory for Bayern Munich over BVB with a Lucho goal. Naz.
Vamos.
I have a 2-1 Bayern win with a Kane goal.
There you go, 2-1 over Dortmund. And then Erin is not here today. She has a 1-0 victory for Bayern Munich. Harry Kane just score. And Stacker, is your mic on?
I can go on air if you want me to.
Yeah, get on air. Get your mic turned up a little bit. Make sure the mic is on as well. And
let us know what's up.
And you give us your prediction.
You tell us yours.
Yeah, so I have Bayern 3-0 over Dortmund. The game is in Dortmund. I think Bayern's heavy favorites, and I took Diaz to score.
Yeah, there you go. I think you might need to turn your
better.
mic, the volume slider up a little bit. For whatever reason, that one is a lot quieter. Let's.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's connected.
Is it not connected at all? Hold, please.
Hold. But yeah, no, like Stack was saying, yeah, this seems to be a Bayern Munich game. You know what I mean? It's not a. Turn it on. You had a Diego problem.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, no, turn the thing
All
on.
right, let's hear that prediction once again. Now that we've got you fully functioning.
All right, and now that the technical difficulties are over with,
Yes.
I got Bayern 3-0 over Dortmund. I have Diaz to score.
There we go. All right, and you can probably get that mic a little bit closer to your mouth also. But all right, next one up, Manchester City hosting AFC Bournemouth. Let's before we go into our predictions. Let's talk about this match because it's got a lot going on with it. Man City, again, we said this time and time again. It's very early. You never know what's going to happen. There's going to be growing pains. Man City looked awful. Let's be honest. They looked awful in that Community Shield match. They are seemingly leaking players now. Obviously, Pep is gone. Rodri is gone. John Stones is gone. Akanji is gone. Ake is gone. Bernardo Silva is gone. All down the middle of the field.
They just lost a player to Tottenham.
Savinho's gone.
Yeah.
Marmoush is rumored to be gone. Tijani Reinders is rumored to be leaving. So something's going on. I think Maresca is a great manager, but we talk about growing pains.
How do you put a fire out that you never knew was going to start?
Yeah, this is going to be something wild. If you listen back to our AFC Bournemouth podcast, where I had Zach Van Buren from New York City Man City Group, we said I've never been more excited to start a season away at Man City in my life. I mean, I can't believe. But if ever there were a time to pull a shocker, this is it.
This is it. Yeah. Well, it kind of seems like the team is just jumping ship. Basically, like I guess they had their few months with Maresca, and they didn't like it. And they're like, well, I mean, the actual management and everything are doing their own moves, selling players and everything, but the ones that are looking to move out right now, it's like you said, it doesn't show, kind of like doesn't paint a good picture of the situation.
We also talked a little bit about this last week with Arsenal. Is I said this before. They're Arsenal for the first time in since Wenger has quality and depth, which they're going to need fighting on all these fronts, but it's on Arteta now to keep everyone happy with less playing time or only getting in spots. Winning cures a lot of that, which Pep Guardiola and Man City were serial winners throughout his tenure. Now, does that start to be an issue?
Yes.
Okay, hey, we're not winning. I don't want to sit the bench anymore. I want to go out and play. If I'm not going to win a title, at least let me play somewhere where I'm not going to win a title, as opposed to be a reserve. So
it could also be a buildup of Maresca's pieces.
Sure.
Right. I mean, listen. We're looking at Pep's pieces that have been there for several years, and Maresca probably comes in and says, "I don't have a place for you in my plans.
Right,
You've been here so long. You've won so many times. Go play elsewhere."
Yeah.
Right.
And Maresca is a disciple of Guardiola, but obviously, no two are exact. Just like Arteta, was under Guardiola, and he has flipped the script a lot to, obviously some Pep-ish things, but he's putting his own spin on it.
I think at Arsenal right now, there's only two players that were there, the Emery wise. So Saka and I think Martinelli.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're absolutely right, and that is the thing. New coach, new stage.
Yeah.
New process, and that process is gonna take a little tumble at the beginning. What I'm thinking is more, what is Man City gonna do 5 weeks from now when if the situation doesn't kind of levels itself and you get a decisive win against a decisive team, because playing Bournemouth is gonna give them a hard time every single time they play.
Well, City's gonna come out
the result. Yeah. So. After this, the future games they have is going to be a little tricky.
See. Man City opens tomorrow, home against Bournemouth. They are at Palace, home against Coventry. A very early Manchester derby there, September 13th. And then they host Sunderland, at Liverpool, hosting Ipswich, at Villa, and then hosting Brighton on Halloween. So that's the first couple months.
And that's what it is. It's a very favorable, quote unquote, calendar at the beginning. But what if you don't get the results?
Right.
Well, there's gonna be 3 decisive games in what he just described, and it's gonna be your United match, your Liverpool match, and your Villa match. Because again, you could talk about the other things, and again, we never know what's gonna happen. We're seeing it with the Hull City match right now.
Yep.
However, those are the 3 matches that last season they go in and they win. Mm-hmm. If they don't go in and they win, and they go in and they draw, you're going to be seeing maybe Liverpool of last season.
Yes. They're starting to, started with
the cracks are going to start happening, yeah.
No.
By the way, speaking of Hull, that match has gone final.
Yep.
2-0 final.
Congrats to newly promoted Hull City.
Yes.
They're in second place in the league right now.
Good job, guys. Well, I mean, that's what happened last year, too. No, last year in the first 5.
With Sunderland, yeah.
With Sunderland. So, kudos for these newly promoted teams to come in guns blazing and not being afraid of the moment, basically. You know what I mean? Especially Hull, like you said, they went through the grinder. They literally went through a meat grinder to be able to get up here. Yeah. So they have this confidence to them, I believe, right now. And with the result that they're getting, oh my God, these kids are going to be unstoppable for the next few weeks, and it's going to be great.
So what do we have for predictions on this game?
So for the predictions of this match, I went with, where am I? Hold on. There we go. I went with a 2-2 draw with Evan Nielsen to score. I think, we talked all about the adjustments that Man City have to make. Bournemouth is under a new manager as well. We lost Senesi to Tottenham. They've brought in, we lost Jimenez, the right back, to Fiorentina. Enes Unal has gone back to Spain, although he was mostly a bit part player. But you have a new center back, a new starting right back, a new manager. We're going to have some issues. I don't think it'll be as pronounced as it was in Iraola's first year, when it was 8 or 9 games without a win to start the season. But offensively, I think they'll be good. But defensively, I think they'll be a bit leaky, especially with, I don't care how bad they're playing. When you have guys like Erling Haaland, Jeremy Doku, Antoine Semenyo coming at you, you're going to concede goals. Yep. So I have a 2-2 draw with Evan Nielsen to score. Diego, what about you?
I think I'm the same boat as you. I do also have a 2-2 draw. I think the scorer was...
it's up here if you can read that.
There you go. Thank you.
Marcus Tavernier.
Yes, my boy Tavernier. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties on my end. My phone is broken, so I can access my own info. Sorry. But yes, I got a 2-2. Bournemouth always rise up to a challenge when it comes to Man City specifically. Yeah. So it will be a great test for the new coach, a great test for the team on how they evolve themselves on the field, because this is the first game. No matter how much they train, they still have the background from the previous year. They have that style of play. They got to shake up that for the new program. So I actually have faith. That would be the best way to see where Bournemouth stands with the new coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's hope they pull it off and 2-2.
Yeah, no, and parenthetically, I think that is, even though that's the result I obviously predicted, but I think that's a good result as well. I mean, as much as we are planning Man City's demise under Maresca this year, I do think they're going to be in line for Champions League, possibly by the end of the year, still kind of pushing with Arsenal maybe for a title. So it's just going to take some time for them to get there, and
100%.
For their sake, they have to hope that they don't lose too much ground early in the season, the opposite of like what Liverpool did. They had a winning streak early, and then they fell apart.
Plummeted.
And by then, even though they were playing well, it was too little, too late. Nas, for you, your prediction?
I have a 2-1 City win with a Semenyo goal.
Yes, but for which team? This is Antoine Semenyo's first home match against his former club. So.
Oh, nice. Let's see how it is. He's doing well.
And then Erin has a 1-1 draw with the striking Viking Erling Haaland to score. And Stack finishing up with you.
I'm Taylor Nas here, my brother at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
I'm taking Man City 2-1, and I'm taking the blue chip bet. I have Haaland to score.
There you go. He's trying to stay aligned with you at the top, so you guys can't trade off too many points.
Listen, that's fine. Haaland and Semenyo were the top 2 scorers for them last season. So.
And you know what? That's the thing. We always try to be funny with our picks just because we want to be original. Nah, dude, it's a matter of points. I learned that last season, being 40 points behind by trying to be clever with my guesses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At that point,
clever with his guesses. He always bet on the. He always bet on Diaz, players. A Colombian player or a Japanese player.
In Japan, yeah.
All right. The last match we are going to predict is two teams. Again, this is going to be a common theme probably for the next month, but two teams with a lot of upheaval. Newcastle United hosting Liverpool. I've said it time and time again. It's as a old school AC Milan fan, it is in my DNA to dislike Liverpool. That being said, with Andoni Iraola at the helm now, I am finding a teeny spot in my heart that's not black. But Newcastle has lost countless players. The last couple of seasons, really, going back to Isak, but they've lost Eddie Howe, the manager, former Bournemouth manager. Tonali is gone. Bruno Guimaraes is over at Arsenal. Who else am I missing? Anthony Gordon to Barcelona. So, we talked about this toward the end of last season with, has the Sovereign Wealth Fund kind of given up on this Newcastle project. It's the same group that is running the Live Golf Tour. That's been in a lot of upheaval as well. So, not to get political or very macro with it, but it is an interesting.
Well, that is one of those things that it is directly correlated with it. It's not something that we can avoid when it comes to situations like this, because they are the bankrolling group that is pretty much keeping a lot of different teams up. And I think because of the political situation, they're not necessarily pulling out because they don't have money. They just don't want to do it anymore.
Sure. It feels like a kid with a new toy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done playing with you.
Exactly.
We're done. Move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and it's crazy, though.
This match is at St. James's Park in Newcastle. I will go first once again. I've got Liverpool away from home getting a 2-1 victory with Cody Gakpo to score. Diego, what have you got?
I have a 3-0 with a Ekitike goal, and the winner for that game is, of course, going to be Liverpool.
Yes.
I think Ekitike is injured.
I do believe he's
going to be left
that's
out.
All right. You still have a chance for 3 points.
Points.
Okay.
He could make a miraculous.
Does he want to switch his? Does he want to switch his guy up?
No.
We
can't.
I don't know. If a player's injured, you can't help that you chose that player. I feel like you should be able to.
No, slippery slope. If we start allowing things now, what's the?
We did it last season.
The Slapback commissioner says no.
Until he needs to change his thing later when a player he chose is not playing.
Producer Aaron says no.
And that's when I jumped.
It came from above.
That's when I jumped.
I didn't hear anything in my head.
Yeah, what is
the voice from above didn't say anything you're talking about.
God said nothing to me today.
All right, Nas, what have you got?
I got a 3-0 Liverpool win. I think Newcastle are just going to have their sales gone. It's going to be like again, like last season. Every time they went up against somebody big, it just didn't work for them.
Sure.
Isak will be scoring.
And for the record, I don't disagree with it. I just something about again all this upheaval. Although so far we've had nothing but shutouts, but I do think Liverpool is well known for having some lapses here and there. Obviously an adjustment under Iraola as well. I do think there could be a goal in it for Newcastle, but I would not be surprised by your scoreline.
To be honest, the whole Iraola thing, I think it will be better for them than
I think it's better in the long run, but it's going to be, one
Tough
step
right
back
now?
before 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see in a few hours.
And we'll see about
no, that's tomorrow, right?
the rookie coach. The rookie coach luck.
Erin has a 2-0 victory for Liverpool with Cody Gakpo as her goal scorer and Stack.
Yeah, I think we're all rolling with Liverpool this weekend. I have Liverpool going up 2-0, and I have Isak to score.
Nice. Nobody even thought about a 1-0, huh? We're always thinking
No. I mean, again, with everything that has gone on with Newcastle in the last, let's say, 8 months, I don't see it from them. But we've been wrong before. We'll be wrong again.
Yep.
That is going to do it for our predictions this weekend. Yep. Let me take that. Oh, look at that. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So we will be heading actually upstairs for the Everton Palace kickoff in about 20 minutes. We'd love to see you here. We have a full slate today. Everton Palace at 10. Mm-hmm. We've got, what do we have at 12:30? Is that the German?
Yes. The Bundesliga.
Is that the German Cup final? Let me just double check because I don't want to misinform our faithful audience here. All right. So, Brentford Tottenham at 12:30, and then at 2:30 is the German Super Cup, and then Sunday. Sunday we will be here at bright and early. We have 3 of our 4 English supporters clubs all in action 9 a.m., including Bournemouth against Manchester City.
Yes, sir.
We'll also have Brighton against Aston Villa. 11:30 is the Newcastle-Liverpool match. 2:45, a little Italian flavor with Torino hosting AC Milan. And then Sunday afternoon, right up until we close, we have another NYCFC away match, this time at New England Revolution. So we hope to see you up here today or tomorrow. If not, we will be right back here live Monday at 5 for A Soccer Fan Walks Into a Bar.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you like, follow, subscribe, and share. Video is on YouTube and Twitch. Audio for our Monday shows is Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And it can all be found on our website.
Yes,
cdunewberg.com,
which we are updating a little bit here and there, but also Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Jump into our Discord if you want to chat with some like-minded soccer fans. And, you know what I totally forgot? Is tomorrow evening we will be releasing the interview with Steve Sampson, former U.S. men's national team head coach from the 1998 World Cup. We talked about a bunch of stuff World Cup related. Talked about his experience as a Spanish language radio commentator alongside Bibe Valderrama and working with Andres Cantor. We talked about just how the U.S. did, the whole Pochettino, era here that we've got going, what Pochettino and the U.S. are going to have to do for the 2030 World Cup. We covered, what else did we, Gianni Infantino and FIFA. We covered a bunch of stuff. So you will be seeing, some clips and hot takes from that in the next day or two. And then, it's Sunday at 7. That interview goes live on our YouTube channel, so make sure you catch it. And if not, we'll see you Monday right here again.